Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing another makeup collection video in this series. I will link the playlist of all the makeup collection series that I've done so far down in the description box, and today we're going to be doing my drugstore eyeshadow palettes, and I did a high-end version and that got a lot of attention, so I'm going to be doing my drugstore palettes for you guys. So before this video is an hour long, let's just get right into it. Alright, so the first ones I have to show you are ColourPop eyeshadow palettes. And the first one is the brand new ColourPop Double Entendre palette. So this is a really super pretty neutral palette. It has been said that this is very similar to the Tartelette Toasted that just came out, and I'm actually going to be doing a tutorial using this. They brought this out on Black Friday, and I picked it up, and so far I have not touched it. I want to do a first impression, so I will be doing that, I think maybe next week, I'm pretty sure. So the next one is the I Think I Love You palette, and yes, these have the same packaging, not quite sure why. But this is what the inside of this one looks like. It has that really pretty yellow in there, and that one is actually a yellow gold metallic. It's so pretty. And these little eyeshadow palettes from ColourPop are $16 each, unless they have a mirror, which is what I'm going to show you next. That one's $18. And then the holiday palette is $20. So this is the next one. This is the ColourPop You Had Me at Hello palette, and that is the mirror up front, and those are the colors. I have a tutorial using this as well, so I'll link that below. And this is the holiday palette. So this is the All I See Is Magic, and this one has a few more shades than regular. This one does not have a mirror, so this one will run you about 20 bucks, which isn't too bad at all. And I love the arrangement of colors. I think it's so unique and different. And this is one that I haven't used yet. This is the Femme Rosa She palette. This is the Carouche. I don't really know how to say that. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name. So yeah, this is the She palette. It has a pretty rose in there, some neutrals, and it's overall just a really pretty palette. And I love the packaging. I think it's so pretty. Alright, so the next bunch that I have to show you are my Morphe palettes. So the first one is a new one. This is the Morphe 15N. So we have a really nice full-size mirror up there, and then some cooler tones down here, warmer tones up here, and I have a tutorial using this as well, so I'll link that below. And yeah, it's just overall a really pretty palette, and the shadows blend really well. And this is another Morphe palette I have. This is the 12S. So this is before they kind of rebranded. It has the old logo on the front, and these are all shimmers, and the pigment on them is absolutely incredible. They're so pretty. And then the next one is my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. So that is what that looks like. It has been well loved. This is one of my all-time absolute favorite palettes. It has everything you could ever need. It's so amazing. And the last Morphe palette that I have is the holiday palette. Well, one of them. This is the Dare to Create 39A. So this one does not have a mirror, and this is what this looks like. I've used this in many tutorials, as you guys probably know. So this big row is transition shades. That's what they're supposed to be used for. And then we have cooler shades down here and warmer shades up here. And I am madly in love with this. And I've actually compared it to the Jaclyn Hill palette because I think the quality is exactly the same. The shadows are so buttery and pigmented, and they blend so well. Alright, so next we have some NYX eyeshadows. So this is the NYX Butt Naked Underneath It All. So this is kind of an all-in-one palette. We have a nice full-size mirror up there, and those are the shades. So really good if you want to do kind of any kind of look. And then it has a pullout of some blushes and highlights. And usually these all-in-one palettes, they don't get too much of a good reputation, but this one is really, really good. And I think that one costs about 20 bucks. And then the next one is my NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette. This is the Warm Neutrals. And this is super, super pretty. So obviously it's all warm shades, and then we have some light ones up here for maybe brow bone highlights or anything like that. And there's matte satins, metallics in there, and like all the other NYX eyeshadows that I have tried, they are fantastic quality. So, and then we have some of the NYX cream shadows. So these are jumbo eye pencils. So they're just regular cream shadows, but in a stick form. So that is Rust. It's just a really pretty golden red. And then I have some blues. So this one is Sparkle Green. So this is really good for like the mermaid trend that's going on. And it's a really pretty metallic green blue. It's absolutely gorgeous. And this one is Peacock, so this is a really pretty metallic light blue. So gorgeous. And these, like normal cream shadows, they, once you put them on and you kind of let them dry down for a little, maybe 5 seconds, they stay in place all day. So they're a really good base for maybe like a smoky eye, or if you're gonna put another shadow on top, it'll make it last even longer. And the next set that I have to show you is from Wet n Wild. And by the way, I just purchased their new 10 pan and 4 pan eyeshadow palettes. They came out with new packaging, and I'm going to be trying that out on my channel, and it should be coming in pretty soon. So make sure you look out for that video if you want to see it. So this is the first one that I have. I have had these forever, and they actually are pretty darn good. Like, it's surprising. I think they run about $4 or $5. So this is the Cool Tone one, which I don't get too much use out of, and just because of the color arrangement. And then this one is my favorite one. That is a larger one. This one is called Comfort Zone, and the other purple one is called Petal Pusher. And this is so pretty. I'll just swatch some of them. So I'll swatch that brown, and they blend really, really, really well. Wet n Wild just has really, really quality products for not very expensive. I think the reason that they can make it so inexpensive is the packaging, but the product definitely doesn't suffer, at least not in my opinion. And the next one is Walking on Eggshells. This is their 3 pan. So we have a nice cream, and then brown, and a nice kind of satin pink. It's really, really pretty. And then the next one is Silent Treatment. And then it also tells you, this is really good for beginners too, because it tells you which shade to put on the brow bone, crease, and eyelid. So you kind of get a whole look there. So that is Silent Treatment. And the next one is the Naked Truth. This is one of my favorites because it's super neutral. It's so, so, so pretty. And it actually even has a diagram on the back. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's a little eye there. And it has numbers coordinating to the colors. So even though it says on the shadow which place to use it for, it also shows you a little diagram on the back. So these are absolutely perfect for someone who's just starting out and doesn't quite know how to arrange the shadows on your eyelids and what kind of color goes where. So it's a really, really great product. So this is their Wet n Wild Studio Eyeshadow Palette. So this is all neutrals. We have a nice black right there, and it does come with a brush that I don't use, surprise, surprise. And these are just really great eyeshadows. In my personal opinion, I think these are a little better quality than these, but they're both really, really great. Alright, so the next set of eyeshadows that I have to show you are from Maybelline. So I have one of their single shadows. So this is, oh, it's called the Glow Down. So this is a really pretty gold. And the pigment on this single shadow is so incredible. And I think these run about $4, so it's definitely not going to break the bank. And that one is a really good kind of overall lid shadow. It would look really good in the inner corner. You can get a bunch of uses out of it. So my next one is, I have a few of the 4-pan shadows. So this is called Chai Latte. So it kind of has the same layout as the Wet n Wild 4-pans. So it says base, lid, crease, and liner. So they give you a really dark color if you want to use it as a liner. And you can also use dark colors like this to set down cream liner to make it stay even longer. That's a little trick that I know. And yeah, these are just really good, and it also gives you a little diagram on the back just like the Wet n Wild ones. And then for a cooler toned one, here is this one. This one is, I think I ripped off the, oh, Natural Smokes. So this one is for a smoky eye. So, and I think I've used this one actually more than the brown one, just because it's just, these are like some of my favorite little eyeshadows, and I actually love to travel with these kind of pans because it's really compact, and for me they last like a really long time, and I don't find that I really need an extra eyeshadow palette when I bring something that has a variety of mattes, shimmers, crease, lid colors in it, you know what I mean? So the next one is the new City Mini palette. The new City Mini palettes. This one is called Urban Jungle, so this is the green one. And I'm absolutely in love with this dark camo green. Oh, it's so pretty. So that dark camo green is actually the only matte in here. And the rest of them are like, this one's super glittery, that one kind of had a spray over. And unlike the larger palettes like the Rose Nudes and the Graffiti whatever, these are actually really great quality. I don't find that they wear off. They seem to last a long time. They don't seem to crease on me, and I think the color selection is really nice, and again, it's really compact, so that's really nice. And my last Maybelline palette is Rooftop Bronzes. So there's that one, and sadly this one is all either shimmers or satins or metallics, so you don't have really any mattes. So this one wouldn't be a perfect one to travel with because you would need to pair it with another eyeshadow palette, which is not my favorite kind of thing, but the shades in this are so pretty. Alright, so my next one to show you is the Sonia Kashuk Eye On Neutral palette. And these are all mattes, and this thing has been well loved, and I am so in love with this. If I want to go an all matte route, I will definitely reach for this one, along with a few other ones, just because the blendability on these mattes is so nice. They're so creamy and pigmented. Alright, and the next ones are from e.l.f. So the first one I'm going to show you is the Mad for Mattes 2. Which is so gorgeous. I love the warm tones in here, and I love that they give you a black. And if you haven't used the e.l.f. eyeshadows in these little palettes, you should definitely go out and try it. I think they're about $10, and the quality is so amazing. And this one is the Nude Rose Gold. So there's that one. It's definitely a lot cooler. But in each of them you get a really nice mirror, and you get mattes and shimmers in this one. And then the last one is the Prism eyeshadow palette, and the metallics in this are so insane. I'll just swatch one of them for you. So there it is on my arm. And this one is in Naked. And I'm pretty sure you can use these wet or dry. So, and then I have a few singles, and I don't know what the names of them are. So here's the first one. These are the baked eyeshadow singles that they have. So I'll just swatch them for you. So there's the more bronzy one. And these are so pretty, and I think they'll run you about like $3. And then this is the darker brown one. And as you can see, they're so freaking pigmented. It's insane. So for $3, you can't really go wrong there. So my only Milani palette is this guy. This is the Bare Necessities, and this kind of has the same layout. We have some diagrams on the back. It shows you which color is which is really nice. And that is what the inside looks like. So this is right up my alley, and the shades are so freaking amazing in here. And they have, I think about 4 or 5 color palettes in those small little palettes. So, and you get a few mattes and a few satins and shimmers. That's a really good one. And then something I just picked up from the drugstore is from Catrice. So this is the Precious Coppers. And sadly this also has no mattes, but it is so pretty. And you also get a little eye diagram, how to do it. And then there's also, on this shade up here it says light, and then on this shade right here it says sculpt. So that kind of gives you an idea of how to use them, which is really nice. And I absolutely love this palette for when I want like a pop on the eye. It's really pretty. And my next one is from Rimmel. So this is the Glam Eyes Afternoon Tea. This is a little quad that I love to carry in my makeup bag for like a touch-up, because it has a metallic, it has some mattes. It's just really pretty, and the colors are really great for every day. And then I also have one of their Scandalize Cream Shadow. So this is really similar to the NYX. Just swatch that for you. And that will set down and it will not move. So that is absolutely fantastic base for a smoky eye or something like that. So my second to last eyeshadow palette is from MAC Studio. This is the Eye Expert. And I just picked this up from TJ Maxx because I really like the colors. And sometimes they have actually really great makeup there. And that is what it looks like. And the shadows are actually really fantastic. They blend really well. And it gives you a nice matte brown in the corner, and then the rest of them are satins and shimmers. So that is a really good one. And I probably got it for like $5 or $6, so it's not bad at all. And then my last one is from Sleek Makeup. And if you haven't heard of Sleek Makeup, it is finally coming to the US. It's more of a UK brand. And I used to have to order everything off of Amazon, and it is finally in Ulta. So just in case you want to go pick up Sleek Makeup, it is in Ulta. So this is their Eye Define Ultra Mattes version 2. So we have a nice mirror up front, and then those absolutely gorgeous colors. So Sleek is really known for their pigment in their powder products. Like, I have a bright pink blush of theirs that I only dip it in once, and then I have to like rub it off on my hand and then put it on my face, because the pigment in their stuff is so intense, but it blends really well. And Sleek Makeup is super affordable. So if you want to go check it out, it is at Ulta. I don't know if it's in all the stores, but I know it is online, and it's at least in my store. So you should definitely go check it out if you get the chance. And that is all that I have to share with you guys. So if you like this kind of video, just give it a big thumbs up and hit that little red subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.